Okay. Good. Eccola la linea. Then we sit on your support. Cross your legs and have your right leg to the front. Eccola. And look at your right shin bone. Let it be parallel towards the front of your mat. Then hold on to your knees. If you reach, hold on to your knees. Pull your knees back. And feel the head of your femur bone sucking into their sockets. There we have Patricia's one. Eccole. Hi Patricia. Hi Stefania. Then lift well your chest up. Stefania, non ti vedo te. Spread your clavicles. Eccola. Mettiti a muto, Stefania, mettiti muta. Good, and just look straight ahead for a moment. And we wait. Good. Then feel your sitting bones pressing down. And from that pressing down, you want to lift the whole of your spine up. Spread your clavicles. Lift and open your chest well so that you can absorb the shoulder blades well in. And then join your palms in front of you. Bring the base of your thumbs to touch the base of your sternum. And the nails of your thumbs to touch the top of your sternum. Then look towards your hands, make sure that they are in the center. Then look straight ahead and close your eyes. Patricia, spread well your clavicles. Have the crown of your head facing the ceiling. And then it's extending up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders, feel them in line with your hips. And then take the base of your throat back and feel that it lifts the head even more. And then with every exhalation, settle your body. And you inhale, lift your spine, lift it up to the center chest. And when you exhale, let the brain cells release down towards the center chest. Your thighs have to drop down. Allow gravity to take them down. And then from your inner thighs, extend towards your inner knees. From the outer knees back towards your hips. Then you grip your hips and lift up towards your armpit chest. And towards your elbows. And then towards your palms. Feel the movement of your breath, the movement of your body. Imagine a wall behind you where the back of your pelvis is touching the wall, the back of your shoulders are touching the wall, and the back of your head. And then silently chant the 3 Oms, and then we do them together. Ah. Keep lifting your chest. Keep spreading the top of your sternum plate. And when you exhale, lower your head down. Allow your mind to dissolve into the space of your heart. Keep your chest up, take your hands down. Keep your elbows slightly behind your trunk so that you can still feel your shoulder blades moving in. And then with your eyes closed, raise your head and then be there for a moment in silence. Feel your head, your chest and your pelvis all on one and the same line. And although we're breathing in and out through the nostrils, just imagine a big hole in the center chest and breathe in out from there. Breathe in enough air, enough prana you need, and breathe out everything you don't need. Doubts, unnecessary thoughts, unwanted thoughts. Just let go. Very gently open your eyes and then change the cross of your legs. Put the left leg or the other leg to the front. Again, see that you're crossing well your shin bones. A little bit more, Igor, if you can. Just cross a little bit more your shin bones. And then take your right hand, place it onto your left thigh, wherever you reach. Lift your left arm up and keep your fingers pointing up, the nails extending towards the ceiling. Don't have your nails or the fingers pointing back or forward. Just extend them up. Oh, it says my battery is falling. Wait. Put everything well in. And then inhale, exhale, and bend towards your right. I fix my battery in the meantime. Inhale, press your sitting bones down. Exhale, bend from your left hip towards your fingertips. Ich brauche jetzt nochmal, warte mal, die Batterie geht aus und ich habe alles angeschlossen. Then exhale, come back up. Change, put your left hand onto your right thigh, lift the arm up. And then inhale, exhale, bend towards your left. And then turn your head as well to look up. I'm just trying to fix the battery here. Der Sache ist nicht angeschlossen. You just say that. Und hier ist alles drin. Das und das ist drin auch.
Jetzt ist er.
Ist er an? Okay. Dankeschön. Exhale, come back up. Release your arms, extend your legs. We're just going to do one more time, but this time bend your legs. I'm going to do it first. Bend your legs. See how close you can bring your feet towards you. but keep the inner feet pressing down. So don't lift, we tend to lift the big toes and then we roll to the outer feet. So keep your inner feet down. Hold both of your knees with your left hand. If they don't stay together, the knees, just walk your feet more forward. And then take your right arm all the way around. Keep holding the knees together. Press your feet down. Turn towards your right side. And be careful that you're not shrinking the left side of your trunk. Lift your left armpit up. Keep your shoulder down and turn. Keep your clavicles spreading, shoulder blades well in, especially the left one. And then turn your head to look over your right shoulder. And keep pressing your big toes down. So you inhale, lift up, imagine someone pulling you from the crown of your head up. And when you exhale, you turn. Then come back to the center. Hold with your right hand, both knees together. Press well the big toes down. Remember, the metatarsals always go from the little toe towards your big toes. And then take your left hand as far back as you can. Turn your shoulders towards the left. Lift well up from the crown of your head. Spread your clavicles. And then you can turn your head as well to look over your left shoulder. Press your feet down, press your sitting bones down, lift from the crown of your head up, exhale, turn. And now it's the right shoulder blade, push it well in. Every time you inhale, you extend, and when you exhale, you turn. Keep pressing your big toes down, your sitting bones down. The more the sitting bones are pressing down, the more you can extend your spine up. And turn. And exhale, come back to the center. Extend your legs. Now we are going to lie down. So you take your bricks away, just lie down. Make sure you have enough space to take your hands over. Just have a look first that your hands can go over. And then just bend your legs. And remember, when you bend your legs, your heels have to point straight back and your big toes have to point straight forward. Then with your hands, take the occipital bone, take your head and extend it away from your shoulders and place the head down. Then you lift your hips, extend the skin, the flesh of your buttocks away from your lower spine and then take your buttocks down. Then take your arms up in Urdhva Hastasana. Just let them face one towards the other. And let your upper arms drop down. Feel how when you lift your arms, how your shoulders move away from the floor. So drop your shoulders down. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. And then take your arms over your head for Urdhva Hastasana. And extend your arms forward. So the head of your humerus bone is sucking into its shoulder. And then you keep the stability and you extend your arms away. The thumbs are touching, the palms are facing each other. And then extend your legs forward as well. First the right leg and the left leg. Extend well your inner heels. See if your big toes can touch. And then spread the soles of your feet. Stefan, I cannot see you anymore. Extend your legs, Stefan, extend your legs. Okay. So the heels are moving away from your buttocks. So that the back of your legs is long. Na, jetzt kann ich dich wieder sehen. And the arms extending away so that you're extending in both directions. Sacrum is moving with your legs and your sternum is moving with your arms. The front of your thighs, press them down towards the back of your thighs. And the back of your thighs, they want to move down towards the floor. Imagine like a weight onto your thighs. Then take your arms back and hold on to the sides of your mat. Hold on tight to the sides of your mat. Then you can feel as well if you're in the center of your mat or not. Hold on tight onto your mat, extend your arms towards your feet and let your shoulders drop down. Then keep extending your left heel away from you. And then exhale, take the right leg up towards the ceiling. Don't lift the left thigh off the floor. Let the inner groin move down. The back of your left thigh is turning from inside out. The left heel is extending away. And the right arch of your foot is extending up. And when you look towards your right foot, you can see your foot there. You should not see the inner heel. You only see your inner ankle bone and the inner heel is moving towards the left. Keep your shoulders down, press your upper arms into the floor, and then exhale, take the right leg back again. And see it has become longer. Extend it away. Inhale, exhale, lift your left leg up as much as you can. Then again, check the heel, that you can't see your heel. Press your upper arms down so your shoulder blades are moving into the body. Yes, well done. And hold on tight onto the mat. Good, well done, all of you. Straight legs. Then exhale, take the leg down again and keep holding onto the sides of your mat. So if any one of you is on period, just please do Baddha Konasana now. So, and the others, extend your heels first away, press your upper arms into the floor, and then take both legs up. And spread the soles of your feet. Be careful that you don't take your legs too much towards you and then you lift the tailbone up. So keep the tailbone onto the floor, hold on to the sides of your mat and press your arms down. And spread the soles of your feet. From the back of your knees you extend up towards your heels and your thighs are pushing away from you. Then keep your right leg up and bring the left leg down. And when you place it down, it has to be very silently, like you're placing a feather onto the floor. Then you inhale to do the extension, to press your arms down. When you exhale, change simultaneously. Keep your eyes open, keep the inner heels extending away. And then you do a motion. You inhale to extend, to press your arms. Exhale, move. Finish your inhalations and finish your exhalations. And keep going. Stefania, if you cannot hold the sides of the mat, then place your palms down. Keep your legs straight. Every time you inhale, you press your arms down, lift your sternum, and then you move. And finish your inhalations and finish as well your exhalations. And place your heels down silently. Next one, you stop, bring your feet down, and then do Baddha Konasana. Join the soles of your feet, so you release your abdomen, and then see how close can you bring your heels towards your trunk or the other way around. Lift your trunk and bring them as close as you can towards your feet. And then take your hands onto your thighs. So here as well, the head of your femur bones, they're sucking into the sockets so that the outer hips become compact. But then the thighs extend towards the knees. So with your hands, you can extend your thighs towards the knees. Keep your shoulders down and close your eyes for a moment. Press the outer feet into the floor and then one towards the other. So your thighs are moving towards the knees and your hip bones are lifting up towards your chest. So they're not moving into the direction of your legs. Keep breathing. Just want to put the timer on. And now press your right thigh completely down to the floor. And it doesn't matter if you lift the left leg up. Just press the right thigh to the floor. The hip comes up as well, don't worry. Just keep your head in the center and keep your eyes closed. So the right leg now is turning from inside out. It's like the Trikonasana leg. It's turning from inside out. The abdomen is moving away from the leg. It's moving down and up towards your chest. And your hip bone is lifting away from your thigh. And breathe there into your groin, into your hip, into your thigh. And the right buttock, you cannot push it further away because you have the floor there. The floor is pushing your right buttock forward. And with your right hand, extend your thigh more towards the knee. Lift your sternum, bottom sternum to top sternum. Feel your shoulder blades moving into the body. Don't collapse your shoulder blades to the floor. Then come back to the center and wait there. Press the outer feet down, press them one towards each other. And now take your left thigh completely down. And already you can feel a difference one side to the other. Don't worry about the other leg. Let it come up, let it come up. The hip is swamped. Press your thigh down, extend it away from your hip towards the knee. Keep your left hip bone moving up towards your chest. And the abdomen is moving away from the left towards the right. Then it's dropping down and then it's moving up towards your chest. And breathe into your hip, into your groin. Lift your sternum. The top of your sternum has to stay broad and it wants to come out of your chest. And then come back to the center. Take your arms up. We do once more with the arms up. Take your arms up. Hold on to your elbows and take your arms back. Don't force them to the floor. If they go easily to the floor, that's fine. But don't do at the expense to push your lumbar forward. So that the lower ribs, they have to spread, they have to move away from each other. And then they move towards your hip bones. Then once more, close your eyes, extend your arms. And now without the help of your hands, take the right thigh down. Place it onto the floor. Again here, let gravity help you. The thigh, the femur bone, is the most heaviest bone in our body. Then the right hip bone, lift it up. The abdomen, move it away from your right. Let it drop down and then lift it up towards your chest, the abdomen. And breathe to create space there. So the femur bone is doing one thing and the hip bone is doing another thing. They're not all jammed together. Keep breathing. Then come back to the center. Change first the fold of your arms. Take your arms away from you as much as you can, the elbows. And then drop your left leg. Drop it down towards the floor. Allow gravity again to help you. Don't resist against it. Then the hip bone, the left hip bone, lift it up. Your abdomen is moving towards the right, it's moving down, and then up towards your chest. And the floor is pushing the left buttock forward. And feel as well the difference, one side and the other. And then come back to the center. Take your arms back, close your legs, and then turn towards your right side and come up standing. Come up standing. Have your bricks nearby. We need them later for the standing poses. One to the left, one to the right. And then stand in the middle of your mat. Extend your arms down. Now, you think I cannot see your legs, Stefan, but I still can see them. You have to grip your outer shin bone. So if I let go of my legs, I'm a bit like you, Stefan. My legs drop out to the side, my shin bone. So my left leg is quite good, but the right one is going. So you have to really resist the outer shin bones towards each other. Join your feet, Ego. The outer knees, the outer thighs, then grip your hips. Then extend your arms down. Yes. Extend your arms down. Bring more weight, all of you, onto your heels. Imagine the floor you have behind you, where the heels are touching, the back of your buttocks are touching, the tip of your shoulders are touching, the back of your head is touching, and let your the little fingers touch as well. Lift the front of your thighs up, and from the root of your thighs, you have to push back. And like we've done, sitting, lift your left arm up, and again, let your fingers point up towards the ceiling. Make sure that your weight has not come forward. Keep it onto your heels. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum, and then you exhale, bend towards your right. Bend, bend, bend. Keep your thighs back. Don't bring your hips forward. And then turn your head to look up towards the ceiling from the inner arm. Keep your your right clavicle well spread. The right arm extending down a little bit more, Annika, from your elbow towards your wrist. Extend that arm. And when you exhale, from your left hip towards your fingertips, extend. Big toes are pressing down, the inner heels are pressing down. And then exhale, come back up. Take the arm down. Establish your weight back onto your heels, and then raise your right arm up. Inhale, exhale, and bend towards the left. You're bending towards the left, but you want to keep your left and your left armpit a little bit away from your hip, so that you don't do like a C shape in the left side of your trunk. And then turn your head and look up. Big toes down, inner heels down, and from your outer hip extend. And your big toes, press them down. From the little toes towards your big toes, you have to press down. And then you inhale, exhale, come back up and release your arm. So now we are going to do Trikonasana. So I don't know if it's very warm where you are, don't jump, otherwise you can jump. Spread your arms from your armpits towards your hips and extend your arms. Feel that you're extending from your sternum towards your thumbs and from the little fingers back towards your shoulders. Take your hands forward, bend your legs, jump or step your legs apart. And then look at your outer feet, that they are parallel towards each other and as well parallel towards the mat. And then like in Tadasana, bring your weight back into your heels. Feel the wall behind you, lean into that wall so that the front of your body is moving towards the back of your body. But overall, your pelvic floor is facing the floor, and then it wants to lift up. It's like South Pole, the North Pole. They have to be one on line on top of each other. Not that the head is forward and your buttock is back, or even the other way around. Then extend your arms from your left armpit, extend towards your left wrist. Turn your left foot in without moving the arm. And then turn the whole of your right leg, turn it out. And the arms are facing me. Don't turn with your ribs back. Take your right ribs forward and move the left ribs back. Your right thigh, you turn it from inside out. Keep your arms in line. When you bend, first you take your pelvic floor towards the left, take it towards the left, and then you come down. Take your hand onto your leg, onto the grip, whatever you have there. And then again, your thighs turning from inside out and your right ribs, turn them towards me. Take the top arm up. Take your head a little bit back, Igor. Take your head a little bit back. Then all of you, keep your right clavicle spreading and turn your head to look towards your left thumb. Good. Keep your right armpit, keep it away from your hip. Oops. Just get rid of that time. Keep breathing. When you inhale, feel your feet pressing down so that you can feel the head of your femur bone sucking into the sockets. And when you exhale, extend from your shoulders, extend back towards your hips. Then just turn your head towards me and take your left hand onto your hip. Keep your left shoulder moving back. Keep it moving back. Keep your left shoulder blade moving in. Look towards your right foot. Take the brick and bring it to the front of your foot. Keep looking at your right foot. Bend your leg. And when your shin bone is perpendicular, you stop. Press the arm into the knee, look back towards me, keep the back leg straight, turn your ribs forward, turn your right ribs forward, and then take the top arm up. Keep the outer left foot, keep it onto the floor. Don't sink like this. So the hips are up, the outer hips are compact. Press the outer left foot down, turn the whole of your arm towards you. And from the pressing down of your left foot, take your left arm over your ear. And again, look up towards the ceiling. Use your right elbow to push the leg back so then you can take your right ribs forward. And when you exhale, extend the top arm over your head. Good. Then next exhalation, take your left arm up and extend your right leg and look up towards the top arm. Take the brick to the back, take the brick to the back. Do Trikonasana again. Press your big toes down, feel your hips compact. From that compactness of your hips, exhale, calm up. Turn the feet to the front. Press your outer feet well down, turn your heels out, ego, turn your heels out. The inner thighs are resisting away from each other. And bring more weight onto your heels. Good, well done. Turn your right foot in without moving your right arm. And the whole of your left leg, turn it out. And then feel your ribs how they move back, take them forward. Keep your arms in line. Inhale, take your pelvic floor towards the right and you move towards the left. And then take the top arm up. Turn your head and look up. So remember the Supta Baddha Konasana we did. The thighs turning from inside out. Your left hip bone is lifting up. The abdomen is turning away from the thigh and it's moving towards your chest. And then you have the floor there, pushing your buttock forward. So press your buttock forward to open the groin more. Left clavicle spreading and look up. Pull your pubis towards your navel. Then take your right hand onto your hip, keep your shoulder back, turn your head to look towards your left leg and bring the brick to the front. And then you inhale, exhale, bend the leg. When the knee is over your ankle bone, you stop. Then take your left ribs forward. Take the top arm up, but keep the back leg straight. Keep it straight and keep the thigh pushing back. Then you turn the whole of your arm towards you so that your shoulder moves away from you. And then you take the arm over your head. If you can, look up towards the sea. But the left arm is resisting the knee away. Bend a little bit more, Annika, so that you can turn the skin of your trunk up. The back leg is straight. The calf is extending towards the heel. The front of your thighs pushing back. and your pubis. Pull it up. Then raise the top arm, extend the bottom leg, take the brick back, and then look up for Trikonasana. Then press your big toes so your hips are compact. Exhale, come up. Turn the feet to the front and then jump or step your legs back together. Tadasana. Look straight ahead, settle yourself. Bring the weight back onto your heels so that the calves, the skin of your calves is moving down and the skin of your shin bones is moving up. The front of your thighs is pressing back and your middle buttock is pressing forward. And see if you can lift your hip bones up towards your chest. And then take your arms in Urdhva Hastasana. We've done lying down. So the heels are pressing down so that the back of your legs stay long and are pulling your pelvis down. And your arms are extending up to pull in your chest away from your hips. And then exhale, release your arms, take them down. And then take one breath. Stefania, I cannot remember which arm it was. If it's your left arm, don't take the breath. The others take the breath. We're going to do Virabhadrasana 2. Take the breath into your left hand. And then without jumping, spread your legs. And then extend the arms. So on the left hand, you have the breath. And the other arm, left palm is facing up. The right palm is facing down. Thighs back, Annika. Push your thighs back. Lean. Imagine the wall behind you. Igor, turn your left heel out. So then all of you turn the left heel, the left toes in. Extend the left arm. The whole of your right leg turned. And then turn your right ribs again towards me. The left thigh is turning. The right ribs are turning towards me. Inhale, lift up. When you exhale, bend the right leg. But keep extending the left rib away from you. Then turn your head to look towards your right middle finger. Bend a little bit more, Igor. Extend, Patricia, the arm back, the left arm more back. The right arm is parallel towards your thigh. And the left arm is extending away. The right knee, the inner knee is resisting towards the outer knee. And then lift pubis to navel. When you exhale, let your shoulders drop towards your buttocks. Then press onto your right outer foot, re-extend the leg, turn the feet forward, and then swap the brick. And extend your arms and feel your arms. Extend your calves down, Annika, so your thighs go back. Good. Well done. Turn your right foot in, the whole of your left leg. Turn it out without turning your chest. Your chest is turning towards me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend your leg. Bend your leg. The arm is parallel. The right leg is straight. And then turn your head to look towards the left middle finger. Well done. Keep the arm away, the right arm extending away, Igor. Keep it to the right. And then lift your pubis up. And then press the outer foot down, re-extend the leg. Turn the feet to the front and then just close your legs. And good morning to your arms. And now we are going to do it without, they're flying now. We are going to do it now not without the arms, without the bricks. So join your feet in the center of your mat and extend your arms down. Let your arms extend down. Let your legs press down into the floor so that the spine can lift up. Squeeze while your outer shin bones Stefan. And then spread your arms, take your hands forward, bend your legs, jump or step your legs apart. And then lean back into the wall behind you. Remember, when you extend your heels down, the skin of your buttocks is moving down. Turn the left foot in, the whole of your right leg out. Turn well the thigh. Inhale, exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. The right arm is on top of your right thigh, and then turn around to look towards the right. And breathe. From your left groin, extend towards your inner heel. From the left little toe, extend towards your outer heel. So the weight is distributed. Then press onto your outer right foot, re-extend the leg, turn the feet forward, keep your arms extending. Right foot in and the whole of your left leg out. Keep your left ribs forward. Inhale, exhale, bend the leg. From your inner groin towards your inner knee, from the outer knee back. And turn your head, shoulder blades in. Lift from your pubis up. As well here, your hip bones are moving up. The abdomen is going back and lifting towards your chest. And then exhale, extend your leg, turn the feet forward, and then jump or step your legs together. Close your eyes a moment and settle yourself in Tadasana. Spread the soles of your feet so you have more weight more surface to distribute your weight. Your calves are extending down and your hip bones are lifting. Front thighs resisting back and your middle buttock is resisting forward. Then open your eyes, put your hands onto your hips, and now take your right leg over the left. And then look at your big toes, they should be in line. And the back leg, don't overextend the back leg. The back leg has to be a little bit bent and it's pushing forward. Then extend your arms down. So both legs are a little bit bent, the front leg and the back leg. Lift your left arm up. Inhale, lift up, exhale, bend towards your right. And then turn your head to look towards the sea. And the front leg is resisting back and the back leg is resisting forward. Feel that you're extending from the left hip. Now come back to the center. Release your arm, hold on to your hips so that you're not falling. And then we change. Take the left leg over. And then be careful, do not overextend the back leg. It's the opposite. You have to resist the back leg towards the front leg and the front leg resisting towards each other and not away from each other. Take your arms down, take your right arm up, lift it up, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Good. And then exhale, bend towards the left. And then turn your head to look up. And again, feel the difference, one side and the other. And then exhale, come back up, release your hand and release your legs. So, I want you to lie with your right side towards me. So you have to just lie so I can see you because I'm today a little bit confused. So if you're lying on your right side towards me like this, so you can see me. Good. And then just roll onto your abdomen and extend your arms forward and your big toes back. Let your forehead rest onto the floor. So rest your forehead, extend where your arms, and extend where your big toes back, so that you can feel your inner thighs are extended. And the arms, move them forward as much as you can, so you open your armpits. Good. And then leave the right hand there and roll onto your right side, roll onto your right side. Put the left foot on top and press the right heel into the floor. Then you shouldn't have a gap here in your armpit. The left hand you can put to the front. Lift your head and place your right hand onto your head. But don't make a gap here. And then when we bend the elbow, see how the elbow is coming forward. Take the elbow back, take the elbow back. And lean onto your right side. One hip is on top of the other. Keep extending the left leg away. And then take your, the left arm on top of your trunk, so along the sides of your trunk, without rolling. So one hip is on top of the other. The thighs are pushing back and the middle buttock is pushing forward. And I'm going to roll in a second. Then bring your hand down again. And take the top leg, the left leg, bend it onto the floor and see can the toes point towards the other foot. So that the foot is resisting against the thigh is resisting against the foot. And now take your hand and resist the knee back. Then the buttock, the left buttock has to come forward. And keep your shoulder back. And see, can you resist the knee back, feel your buttock, push it forward. And thighs extending towards the knee, your hip bone is lifting up. Then balance yourself, extend the leg back straight. Keep your buttock forward. You had first the foot there. Remember the foot there pushing the thigh back. And once more, extend the arm over the side of your trunk. Extend it towards your feet. Take your shoulders back, buttocks well in. Good. And then roll. No, don't roll onto the other side. Just come up, otherwise I cannot see you. And turn to the other side. And then first extend. Extend your legs forward. Excuse me, your legs back and your hands forward. And place the forehead down. Big toes extending back. See how much can you extend your arms forward so that you again feel that the spine is extending in two directions. The heels, the big toes in one, so it's pulling your sacrum down away from your chest, and your arms are extending forward to take your chest away from your hips to create more space. And then now roll onto your left side. First, balance with the other hand. Take your heels back, or if you have the wall, that's quite handy. Take the heels back, lift pubis to navel, then lift your head, keep your armpits down, and then sit. Can you bring your head into your hands with the elbow moving back? And then first, see, can you balance? Keep extending the inner heels. Keep your sacrum moving forward. Keep your pubis lifted. Then take your hand down and then take your foot, your right foot. The heel is pointing towards your head and the toes are pointing towards the other foot. And first balance. Bring your buttock well in so that one hip is on top of the other. And then see, can you resist with the arm, the knee back. And move your buttock forward. From your sacrum, you extend the skin of your buttock away from the sacrum, and then you move it forward. It's a little bit like you're getting a cramp now in your buttock, in your gluteus crease, and extend the leg away. Good, well done. Press the foot well down, the inner foot, press it down, and the knee, take it back. Then again, balance first, take the leg back, Anantasana, buttocks well in, and then see, can you extend the arm along the side of your trunk, pushing your buttock forward without rolling. Good. And then roll again onto your abdomen, and then push yourself into Adho Mukha Virasana. Big toes together, the knees apart, and then extend forward as much as you can. Remember your arms, they have to rotate, they have to extend towards your hands. And then there's this rotation from your inner arms, from inside out, so that the outer arms are coming down. Keep breathing. Keep your buttocks onto your heels, and then walk your hands and your trunk towards the right. Move your navel as well towards the right. Then come back to the center and walk towards the left. And take your navel with you. And come back to the center. Lift yourself up, extend your legs. You're going to do Setu Bandha. So you need a brick. You're lying down. And then lift your hips up and put the brick under your sacrum, under your tailbone, the high way if possible. Don't have your feet too wide. The feet are still parallel towards each other. Hip width. And then interlock your fingers behind the brick and extend your fist towards your feet so that you're dropping your shoulders down. And then your upper arms again, press them down so that you can feel your shoulder blades moving into your body. Turn your toes in, Igor, turn your toes in. Good. And extend your hands well towards your feet. All of you as well, Patricia, take your outer ankle bones, lift them off the floor and resist them towards the inner ankle bones. And then from the inner ankle bones, extend towards your big toes. And from the inner ankle bones as well, extend towards your inner heels. Long, smooth inhalation. See if you can touch your clavicles. Long, smooth exhalation. Press your calves down so that you bring more weight onto your shoulders. Then change the interlock of your fingers, but keep extending the hands away towards your feet. Your biceps have to roll away from your chest. Press your calves well into your heels and feel more weight coming onto your shoulders. Then the metatarsals of your feet, from the little toe towards your big toes, roll them. And if you extend now from your outer heels towards your little toes, feel your outer thighs as well extending towards the knees. Now listen, release your hands and turn your palms up towards the ceiling, but press your arms into the floor. Walk your heels into your hands. If you have any issues with your knees, then you just hold the sides of your mat. Otherwise, press your heels or into your fingers or into your palms. Wherever you reach, press your upper arms down, the tip of your shoulders move down. Open your eyes if they were closed. And then inhale, exhale, lift your hips off the brick. Chaturpadasana. Keep extending your calves down so you bring more weight onto your shoulders and lift from the root of your thighs up. Then come back onto the brick. So if you have any knee issues, then hold on to the sides of your mat and walk your feet away. Otherwise, again, press your arms into the floor. Press your heels into your hands and lift your hips off the brick. Yes, higher if you can, Annika, a little bit higher. Chaturpadasana. So to really lift your hips up. Press your heels down. Come down again. Metti i talloni sotto e sopra le mani. Ecco. Good. And then one more time. Inhale, exhale, lift up. And then keep pressing your thighs down towards your heels, the heels into your hands, and bring more weight into your shoulders. And come down. One more time, lift your hips, remove the brick, and then come down. But keep your legs bent. Keep your legs bent. Don't extend them. Don't bend them towards you. Keep them onto the floor and take your arms over your head. Extend the occipital bone so that the base of your throat becomes broad and it becomes deep. It moves down. Then observe that your heels are pointing straight back and your toes straight forward. The outer ankle bones, they move away from the floor, then they move towards each other. So feel that you have an arch into your feet. Feel your hip bones, lift them towards your chest. Then walk your feet together, your knees together. Bend both legs towards you. Interlock your fingers and put the palms under your head. This is a good way to extend the occiput bone away from the shoulders. Then bend your legs as much as you can towards you. And then move your knees towards the towards the left knee or left elbow. Move your knees towards the left elbow. Don't place them down. Just keep them in the air. Keep the knees together. Keep your right elbow onto the floor. And keep the abdomen revolving from the left towards the right. So the left shoulder blade has to move into the body, while the right shoulder blade is moving away from your spine. So my legs are trembling. Come back to the center. Just keep the arms where they are. Bend the legs well towards you. You want to keep the legs very close to your trunk. And then move your knees towards the right and towards the right elbow. So the knees are staying one on top of the other. Don't turn your head. The knees are turning to the right. The left elbow is staying down. And the trunk of your body, the skin is moving from the right to the left. The right knee, from the outer knee, resists towards your outer hip. And from the left hip, resists towards the left knee. So that the knees are staying together. Come back to the center. Lift your head, change the interlock of your fingers, and then we're going to do once more. Bend the legs well towards you, and then move them towards the left. As close as you can towards the left elbow. Patricia, have your hands under your head. Keep your hands there under your head and just move your knees. Well done. The abdomen is revolving. From your armpits extend towards your elbows. Then come back to the center. And then move your knees towards your right. And turn the skin of your abdomen in the opposite direction. And then come back to the center. Release your legs, release your arms. And then very simply now bring your right leg over the left and bend both legs towards you. Hold on to your shin bone, hold on to your thigh, and close your eyes. Let your feet be completely relaxed. When you inhale, you press your legs down towards your face. And when you exhale, bring your armpits away from your hips so that both sides of your trunk are even long. Breathe into your sacrum bend, and when you exhale, spread. Then change, bring the left leg on top of the right, and then bend. Whirl the legs down, press them down first, and then as well towards your face. So left leg over the right, hold on to your shin bone, hold on to your thigh, whichever way it's easier for you. Close your eyes. Feel as well here the difference, one side and the other. And breathe. And then release your legs, turn to one side, and we're going to do Paschimottanasana. Turn to one side. You're going to sit on a blanket. Sit on a little blanket. Have your bricks nearby. And you can have your bricks high, you can have your bricks low. We are all different. But make sure that you extend the back of your thighs, the hamstrings, they have to extend back so that your sitting bones are pulling really back. First one side, then the other side. Then sit upright first in Dandasana. Head, chest, and pelvis all on one and the same line. Bring your shoulder blades well in, Stefan. Then extend your arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Look up and come forward. If you reach your toes, little toes, reach and look up first, look up first. Make sure, otherwise hold on to your shin bones, wherever you reach. Make sure that the inner thighs are moving back, that all the structure underneath your neck is moving in as well. Lift more, Katya, bottom sternum to top sternum. And then keep your thighs pressing down. Don't allow them to become lighter. Bend your elbows and then come forward. Wherever you reach, but let your forehead be supported. If your brick is high, it doesn't matter. Let your forehead be supported. And then you can let go of your hands and walk your hands forward. Place your palms onto the floor if you reach. And release. Your inner thighs are moving back towards your groins. The top of your thighs are pressing down. Yes, well done, Katja, as well. Annika, have as much height as you need. And Lavinia, metti le mani sul pavimento e cammina le mani in avanti e spingi bene il palmo delle mani giù. And then lift your head, walk your hands back. And then we're going to do Shavasana. And if you have the same bricks, just try to do Shavasana this way for today. So you're lying down, your buttocks is on the floor, and then you place your bricks together, one next to the other. You extend your legs so that your hamstrings are onto the brick. You release your feet. Do extend the back of your head and then release your arms. Just going for little girls. If you have something to cover your forehead, Place it onto your forehead. Close your eyes. Remember, your tongue has to drop down towards its own roof. Your eyeballs as well are dropping back towards the back of your head and then towards the floor. Let the sides of your head, let them drop down. The sides of your chest as well, that drop down. And the sides of your waist. Allow the whole of your skin to become soft and sensitive. From the crown of your head towards the tip of your fingers, and from the crown of your head towards the tip of your toes. Completely let go. The floor is there to hold you up. Feel if you have any tension. And with every new exhalation, completely let go. Inhale, exhale, let go of any holding